Derby Day night at Greenbank Leisure Centre. Here we are now. Big crowd favourite clearly, Derry Mathews. Plenty in here for Stephen, Jenko, Jennings as well though. It's going to be a good night, Chris. How'd you see this one shaping up early doors?
We've got a good local derby, two lads who know each other really well. There's been a lot of bad blood yesterday's weigh-in.
Was it bad blood? These guys have known each other for a few years. Obviously they fought a couple of times together as amateurs. They live in each other's backyards. Is this the kind of bad blood we see just building up towards fights?
Yeah, it was really surprising that they've been full of respect to each other all the way through the build-up. I've spoken to both guys at length and there is a lot of respect. I don't know if it's just a weigh-in, but there was a heated exchange, and as you can see, they both started off really quick now. Right hand coming in from Jennings, and he does really seem up for this.
Straight away, Jennings taking the centre of the ring. He's letting everybody know that he won't be intimidated by Mathews and his extensive record, of course, a former WBU world champion and a European title fight in the offering in a couple of weeks' time, as long as he comes through tonight. But Jennings straight away showing that he's here and he's here to win.
Yeah, that's it. A couple of good shots there from Mathews. Stephen's looking for big shots.
It was always going to start fast, this fight. I think it'll take probably some time to settle down. The crowd are obviously up for it. It's a big, strong crowd here at Greenbank Leisure Centre, so it was always going to be a buzz start fight. But Mathews seems to be getting into a little bit of a rhythm now, and Jennings still looking for that one big shot, driving up against the ropes. The referee just separating them there, but it's a good, interesting, tense battle so far, shaping up well.
He's certainly right. The point you made about the crowd was also very relevant. As I said, these guys know each other really well. They sparred hundreds of rounds, they fought lots of times. Really both neat fighters, like to fight on the back foot, but as we can see, the crowd roaring them both on. They're both really going for it. Good left hand by Jennings there. And again, it's a big weapon. Jennings is the left hook. He's renowned for it. Throws it really well.
Strong counter right though. It looks like the Mathews camp had also aware of the strength of that left hook, and he's been working on that counter and right, judging by that one shot.
Yeah, there's a lot of talk in the build-up about it. It's always been about Jennings' left hook versus Mathews' right hand. Both excellent trademark shots that they both throw really well. Always have done. Derry had through it a lot as an amateur. It's the same with Stephen, and should be a nice battle. It's shaping up really well.
Real divided crowd down here. Obviously Derry Mathews lives not far from the venue, but it's very strong, and Mathews coming in on the defensive now as Jenkins drives in good shots to the body up against the ropes, and there's certainly all respect has gone out of the window now. And of course Jenko will see this as a massive opportunity with a great right hand from Mathews, and a good left hook as well. We certainly haven't had to wait long for the action to hot up here.
Excellent first round. Some really eye-catching shots from Mathews. I think Jennings has been the aggressor, but the cleaner shots have definitely come from Mathews.
We've seen a complete revival now, aren't we, in Derry Mathews' career. He retired and everything else. He had such a tough time, but since he's gone to Oliver's gym, he seems to have that panache back, that confidence back, and just there, he's putting together 2-3 combinations. It's like the old Derry Mathews again.
Yeah, it looks like he's enjoying himself. Nice little spell there. Good end to the round. Definitely Mathews' round. Jennings finished strong, but you can continue what you were just saying about Mathews' revival. He feels really good at lightweight, and I think that's definitely at his weight now. His only loss since his comeback was down at super feather when he was defeated by Gary Buckland in prize fighter, but anything can happen in prize fighter, and really at lightweight he does really look a strong domestic contender.
Back with the action now at round 2. I think common consensus here at ringside would be that Mathews just had a little bit of an edge on the first round. We had Jennings obviously who was forcing the action, but Mathews probably got the pick of the shots, and he's just now back on the back foot. He's allowing Jennings to be the aggressor, but that counter and right hand once again just registering.
Yeah, I think the right hand really can't miss at the moment. That's about 3 or 4 times that Mathews has landed it. Jennings was surprised with his tactics really. He made a point in the build-up about his own boxing skills and fighting on the back foot, but he's been really aggressive and it's very uncharacteristic for him to be fighting this way.
Do you think it says everything about Derry Mathews and where he is now as a fighter and in his career and his confidence that, you know, this guy didn't have to take this fight. He's got a European title fight lined up in Cardiff anyway. So taking this fight is very risky. But does this say where he is, confidence-wise, where he back, what position he's back to, that he takes a risky fight like this?
Yeah. I think the key point is that he's enjoying his boxing. He's loving his training. He's admitted before that he went a bit stale when he was in the Vaughan camp, and that was understandable. I know he had some personal problems as well, but since going to Oliver's, he's loving every single minute of it. So all he wants to do is just fight, and I think you could have put anyone in there with him tonight and he would have took the fight. And I know the Reece good body shot went in there. I know the Reece fight might be at the back of his mind, but this is Derry's first derby. He's had an illustrious career, the first scouser to win an English title, WBU champion, successful in prize fighter, and the one thing missing off his resume was a local derby and local scalp, and that meant a lot to him, and he has the chance to get that tonight.
It looks like he's well on his way as well, driving in more real big hooks to the body there with right hands, and then going upstairs to the head as well. At the moment, Paul Jennings struggling to get out of the way. He really needs to work on that head movement, and again, Mathews picking that left hook now. I think the fight is really starting to sway towards the Mathews corner. What can Jennings do at this point really to come back into it, Chris?
I think it's obvious that I think Jennings wants Mathews to fight, and he's getting a fight, but I don't know if that's such a good idea. Jennings has been the aggressor from the start, and maybe it might be time to go back on the back foot because he can box. He's a quality amateur. He's done well at junior level, and he's got some good names on his record, so he certainly can box. So maybe he can get back on the back foot and just really try and get himself back into the fight, because what he's doing now is just playing into Derry's hands, and he's having no success at all.
Well, this is where Mathews has had most of his success, at range, using his height advantage down at featherweight. This is how he was so dominant, and he just seems back to the old self for me. You know, I think what Jennings needs to do is just try and step it up a little bit and try and just maybe go to plan B now. I know it's still early in the fight, but is it time to go to plan B as the fight following a difficult pattern for him?
One big shot from Jennings could change it. We know Derry's been down before, and he has got vulnerabilities, and I think Jennings does have the power to get Derry's respect. He's got to hurt him early on. If it keeps going on like this, Derry's just going to grow more confidence, and I wouldn't be surprised this fight ended early.
Definitely 2 rounds for Mathews.